the end of the spindle mount, so as I can drill the holes for the bracket. Again, just using the half pilot conversation. So we're just drilling the holes for the bracket. I've just drilled that one there on the far end of the work. Unfortunately, there's not enough headroom with the job in this position to run the tapping head, so I'll just tap those two manually. But when I turn it over to do the two on the other side, I'll tap those using the tapping head. And that's us just doing the last of the holes in the Kress adapter. Tap these using the tapping head, and then that's the job finished. You just have to wait for the Kress collets to arrive. We'll only be using a small diameter stuff, and they come supplied with an 8mm collet. So I'll be looking to using 1 and 2mm cutters with 20-odd thousand RPM on them. So that's the reason for buying the Kress spindle. Hope you found this one interesting anyway so far. So you see now that the spindle can be mounted horizontally. It limits the amount of usage you'd get from it. For instance, the y-axis, I suppose it's not too bad. That's the maximum play there, so if you take that down to the z-axis, sorry, you're not. Take that down in there. That's the maximum depth across you can get in the y-axis. I suppose if you've got something, you know, in a maybe on the 4th axis that you wanted to work on, rotating about here, say, you might just be able to get at it. I suppose you could swing it around a little bit if you had a ball nose cutter in, or even an engraver. It wouldn't matter too much, I don't think, but it's not a particularly pleasant position to be working in, but yeah, it's usable. You can just get it in by moving this around to this side, or turning this over, moving it round. Gives you a little bit more room, but not an awful lot. Well, it gives you 3 or 4 inches, I suppose, of more room. I'll have to try that, see what it looks like. We'll give that a shot. Well, you can see it mounted in the other position there. Yeah, you've got a bit more room in the y-axis, but you're limited by height underneath here. However, I think what I will do, just to make it even more versatile or better than it is at the moment, maybe drill 2 holes through here and tap into there and put it underneath here, so that the spindle nose is about level with this part of the fixture, and it should, then you get better use out of it. But we'll see. I mean, it's early days yet with this thing. I'm only playing, just sort of teaching myself how to use things machinery wise, so we'll see. There you see it mounted in the other position. You've got quite a good working window with this, with it mounted this way, because you'll see here how much movement there is in the X axis before you hit the stops. It's quite you know, there's well over 12 inches there, and back the way it goes back almost to the, that's it on the stops there. So you know that you've got quite a long window there. I suppose, I don't know if I'll ever use it in that position, but it's usable, I suppose. Well, when I get the Kress collets, we'll give it a try at some engraving and see what we can come up with. So that's it for tonight anyway. Now you see the Kress mounted in the normal position, with the Kress axis vertical and parallel to the milling machine spindle, and you've got a really good work envelope with this. as you can see, that's it on the X stop here, and you've got 18, 12, 15 inches of travel available, and obviously you've got full Y-axis travel too, so it's pretty good in that position.